Good evening, folks. Good evening, the judge and the jury. Before we start, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aruna Bhisma Untoro Mukti, and consider me as one of the representatives from Nusaputera Vocational High School in Semarang. The fascinating growth of technology has led us to a whole new different world which we know very little about. I used to think that everything was meant to last forever. At the end, I've come to realize that everything must come to an end. Just as each book has its own last chapter, every story must go out. And for these past few years, technology have evolved faster than anything we could ever imagine. And since the very first day of the pandemic, technology have changed everything. It have changed the way we live. It have changed the way we communicate. It have changed the way we socialize. It have changed our habit. And to point out the obvious, it have changed us. But it's our human nature to adapt and to move along. So, we do. If we used to go to the restaurant to do takeaways, now we simply have it on our smartphone, delivered to in front of our doors within minutes. If we used to go outside to socialize, communicate, study even, now we simply do it on our smartphone, on our mobile devices. We could communicate remotely with all the people around the world within just a few simple clicks on our smartphone. Now we could dig up millions and millions of pieces of information within seconds in the internet. I think that we could all agree it is now time for digital transformation, right? Nevertheless, there are some part of us that are missing, and one of them is culture. Traditional culture, to be specific. Alongside the growth of technology, we're slowly looking away from our culture. Although we already live in this so-called new normal era, there are still so many cultural events that are being forgotten, gone away, like it's never existed. Culture is part of our identity, our history and legacy. Because no matter how fast this technology could evolve, no matter how fast we could adapt and to develop a new habit, we shall not forget our cultural heritage. Therefore, I think it is now time to make a move. Because it is our responsibility to preserve, to introduce our culture for the upcoming generation. And lest we forget that culture is what made us who we are today. We could do a lot of great things with today's sophisticated technology. The internet, artificial intelligence, social media algorithm, and many more that I couldn't mention. Gratefully, a handful of the younger generation have already made a move about this. Some of them made movies about our culture. They made songs about our culture. They made documentaries. They made articles, video games even, and many more. But just those are not enough. We have to take our part as well. We could start with ourselves. Remind ourselves of how important it is for us, our culture. Then we could start and work our way up from there, introducing, spreading our culture to our friends, relatives, children, and to the rest of the world. Show them how beautiful it is and how important it is. The future is in our hand. At the end, it is all in our hand. All the decisions is in our hand. Whether we're going to step up and make a change, or just be silent and live endlessly in this bleak, dark world without cultural heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, folks, judge, jury, I think it is all from me. I highly appreciate your kind attention. Thank you very much. See you folks next time. Bye.